Hey Obodo fam, show some love to Auntie B. Hit, like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we're here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today. Take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.
Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hi, Obodo fam. Good evening, beautiful, amazing people. Welcome. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not yet done so, and welcome to tonight's stream. I really appreciate you. We are just about 18 or 17 subscribers short of 97k. We're about 18 or 17 subscribers short of 97k. So please subscribe if you haven't done so. Help us to get to 97k tonight. Show some love to his sister that is here doing the work of the Lord. Show some love over the farm. Yeah. We are 96,982. So if my arithmetic is correct, I think that's 18 subscribers short of 97k. I do appreciate all my returning subscribers. I heart you all very much. Thank you to all my members. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Welcome. So tonight I'm here to talk about this matter. I don't know how many videos I've done about mother-in-laws and this unhealthy attachment that some mothers have with their sons. I've talked about it when I was doing the short videos. I've done it since I've been doing the live streams. It's just it's I think we need to keep revisiting it because it's a problem. It's a problem that we have to keep talking about because it's all about educating people. If we cannot educate the older people, yeah, we can't educate the baby bloomers and all the generations above, at least. Let us try and educate all the generation after that. Yeah, Generation X. Let us try and educate ourselves for ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run, because this matter, itarapa. As a woman myself, and as a mother, by the grace of God, of boys, I'm sitting on this table, Gidiba. And that is why I am teaching my sons to know the difference between the love they have for me and the love they will have for their wives. I don't want to be dragging my son's affection with his wife. You know why? Because the place that I have in my son's life is an exalted position. I think women who do this, yeah, all these our aunties and mommies who do this, they don't really understand. Whether it's ignorance, whether it's wickedness, or just the fact that they suffer for their children. You know that saying, I suffer for my pikin. I suffer for my pikin. I don't know why. And I see it happening in a lot of cases where women who didn't enjoy their marriage. There's something about our gender, women, which is very sad, honestly. And that's why we always talk about brotherhood and sisterhood, that men are more united in nature. Yeah, men are definitely more united. They have less squabbles. Brotherhood is solid, but sisterhood always in the potopoto. Yeah, women generally dislike women because of our nature. Women are generally envious of one another. There is a lot of strife and jealousy. It's not all women, but A lot of times, one woman will just say another woman. She doesn't know how. She's never seen her before. Not that the other person did anything to her. She just dislike her and starts talking bad about her. I don't know why. When God said that He put enmity between the sons of the children of the woman and the serpent, I don't know whether it's between two women the enmity was put to in the Garden of Eden, because women, I don't know. It is a woman issue, a female issue. This matter that we're talking about. Chidima said, true, and Auntie B, we hardly hear about father-in-law. Yeah, occasionally there are some few father-in-laws that bring wahala, but 99.9.9% is our agenda. So we're going to talk to ourselves today, and we're also going to be we're going to be talking to addressing mama's boys. Those of you that follow me on Instagram saw the post. I put the post yesterday and I said, so we have a list where we add all the things we think are red flag in relationship. When you're dating someone, the things that you should be looking at as red flag. Being a mama's boy should be on that list. Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comment section if you agree. I think being a mama's boy or a mommy's boy, because marriage is not for boys. It's not for boys. It's for men. And as long as you're still tied to your mother's apron, you are not a man yet. If you cannot stand on your own, you cannot make decisions by yourself. And you know that it's not good for you to consult your mother or your father, but you need to be independent. You have to be independent in your thoughts, not only in your geography or in your house that you live, that you not leave your parents' house to go and live on your own. You have to be independent emotionally, psychologically. So we keep teaching these things, but I don't know. Some men, some African boys, I will call them, Nigerian boys, don't get it. So that's why once upon a time when we had that issue of that footballer that they said he put everything in his mother's name, he was divorcing his Spanish wife. Oh, come and see social media. All the boys were jumping up and down. Your mother is your family. Your wife can never be your family. You cannot change your wife. You cannot change your mother. But wife will come and go. Hekini, Hakini, Chidima, thank you. You always get me. I don't understand it. I mean, our generation, we need to do better. We definitely need to do better, because all these issues of mother-in-law, Uti Sumi, I'm tired. So I have one young lady who we're going to look at two cases. We'll look at the issue of the young lady that contacted me and spoke about her own mother-in-law and where they are now. And then we'll talk about another one. And then we'll tie it together and to just teach. Welcome, everybody. How are you guys doing? If you're just joining, we are talking about mother-in-laws and mama's boys today. Women that are going into marriage. You think you are marrying a man? No, now mama you they marry you. Actually, before I even read that, no, okay, let me read it. Let me read the text, the messages first, and then we'll look at some videos, because this is an ongoing discussion. Trust me, even in churches, religious organizations, some men are still asking the question: who comes first between my wife and my mother? I don't know why there is even a conversation or a question about that, when two have become one, you and your wife. Husband and wife are supposed to be one. 1 + 1 = 1. So how do you now detach your wife from yourself and you're asking a question, who comes first between my mother and my wife? Hmm? No, I don't know the ones that make good husbands. So Anita says, "Mama's boy depends." And to be some of them make good husband. No, I disagree completely with you. Mama's boys will always take this. It's the mother that you are married to. That is the problem of marrying a mama's boy. You are not marrying the son. And if you're unfortunate that the mother does not like you, you're in trouble. You are in serious trouble. So yeah, we are gonna read. Let's read this very quickly, and then because I have a lot to cover. Before I will go to the one that said, I know the reason why I chose you. I rejected a lot of. I saw a video. Somebody was tagging me, Auntie B, come and see, oh, cause not today. And the woman was like, I know the reason why I chose you. I rejected a lot of people before I accepted you during his son's wedding. Pékélé pékélé arúgbó jẹ gbèsè. Ta ni ó sọ? When a woman is already saying that I chose you, it's me. No, not chose. Chose is not even the word. I pick you. It's me that pick you. That word, I hate it so much. When you start talking about how you chose somebody to marry or you marry somebody, that's I pick you. Now onions, now orange when you they pick. I been an apple. It's so demeaning to be saying that you pick somebody. It's me that pick you. Marshall. Anyway, let's read this first. Yeah. Uni said, Anita, they need good boundaries, and if they have good boundaries, they are not a mama's boy. Yeah. The problem is that there is no boundaries. That's why we're talking about it. Because if there were boundaries, then it would not be a problem. Everybody has a mother. Everybody loves their mother. It's not only men or boys that have mother. Hmm? We all have mothers, or we had. And we all loved our mothers. But when you mature and you say, I want to marry now, and you don't have the understanding of the role that your mother plays in your life going forward, and the role that your wife, the one that has become the bone of your bone and the flesh of your flesh, plays. That's why some people will still be saying that my wife is not family, my mother is family. But you've forgotten that she was somebody's daughter as well. So that means in that family she comes from, or that she was married to, she was not regarded as family. Every mother was somebody's daughter and somebody's wife. Even if they are not wives, at least they had, somebody they had a baby for. Partners. So this is the thing that some people don't understand. Mama's boys, you guys, come on now. We shouldn't be having this conversation. You grow up. You need to, if you don't grow up, don't get married. We hear stories about women saying that their mother-in-law will come to their house, he will be cooking for the husband, and it will start create. It becomes a very unhealthy rivalry. Like he's married 2 wives now, and the boy, the man will be torn between the mother, and because he doesn't want to disrespect the mother, and he's still trying to please his wife. So if there are no boundaries, the mother will always win, because remember, she was the mother that saw him through thick and thin before you came along. So, in the mind of a man that is not mature and does not understand what marriage really means, you are the outsider. My mother is my mother. You are the outsider that just came. Now you want to divide me and my mother. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Now, oh yeah. I'm not okay. So let me quickly read. Let me quickly read the first one because of time. Time is of essence. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We are looking for 18 subscribers so that we can. How nice will it be if we become 97K before we leave this live stream? Only 18 people we are looking for tonight. Give us that gift and subscribe. Become an Obodo fam, and God will bless you tremendously. Thank you very much. Okay, let me read the first one. Welcome, everybody. Let me read the first text. This was the one that was sent to me. And it reads, Good morning, Auntie B. How are you, ma? Thank you so much for everything you are doing. May God Almighty continue to bless and keep you for us all. I'm a regular listener of your YouTube live videos. I'm sending this message to you at 2 a.m. in the morning. For somebody to be emailing me at 2 a.m., that means there's fire on the mountain. There's a restlessness there, there's a problem. And she said, I'm in so much fear, I cannot sleep. Here is my story. Please, I need your advice. I've been married to my husband since 2023. Since 2020. Ever since we got married, his mom has never been happy about our marriage. So that's where it always starts. It always starts with mom's not happy. Why are you not happy with your son getting married? If you are not, why are you not happy? That's the first question. If you find yourself as a mother that you feel a certain kind of way when your son is getting married, the question you should be asking yourself, why? Why am I not happy? Because the prayer we pray for our children is for them to grow up and have their own life. And part of having their own life is having their own family. So as a woman now, Auntie Ejo, Emma Binu, why are you not happy when your son is getting married? Do you want to marry your son? Or is it that you've already promised your son to somebody, but you are the one that is going to choose the wife so that you can retain your position? I don't understand it. Well, they used to do it back in the days, in the 1960s or whatever. In this day and age, nobody chooses a wife for anybody. You cannot choose a wife for your son. You can guide him, you can advise him on what to look for in a woman, but you cannot choose for him. You know why? Because you've already done your own marriage, whether it was happy or not. Or let's say you didn't even do marriage. You've already had your own relationships and your children. Allow them to make their own choices. Me, I always say, God forbid, because we pray for them and we give them guidance by the grace of God to marry the bone of their bone and the flesh of their flesh, so they don't make mistake. But God forbid, even if they make mistake, let it be their own mistake to make. Step back. Auntie, please, I know it's hard. I know you carried that son in your womb for 9 months. I know. You breastfed them, you paid school fees, you did everything, you nurtured them. Some of you, the men were not there to help. You did it all alone. I get it. I understand. But it's not enough for you to be so unhappy because your son is getting married. The reason why you are afraid, or because you are so, you know, you are unhappy, is because you think you're going to lose him. But you're not losing him. You look at it this way. You are not losing your son, you are gaining a daughter. Perspective is reality. If you look at it that way, then you will not be sad that your son is getting married. Look at it that, I have only a son, now I'm getting a daughter. So I have 2 children now. If it was only one child you had. Yeah. So don't look at it that way. It's a wrong way of looking at it when you think that you are losing your son. Anyway, she said that since they got married, the mother-in-law was not happy about the marriage. She makes everything possible for her son to hate me. And so that's why I like people to share their story, because I would have asked her, give me an example. What do you mean that she does everything to make your son? Is she talking negatively about you to her son? Is she deliberately causing quarrels? And she went on to say, when I had my first baby, she came to our house to instigate him. And my husband and I had a major fight, which the mother had caused. And he forced me to apologize to her for peace to reign. And I did. Yeah. I apologized to the mother. Okay, it's good to apologize. But again, this is one of the emotional blackmail, unfortunately, that they use in certain cultures in Nigeria, especially in Yoruba culture. When an adult offends a younger person, they will tell you to go on. Even if the adult is the person that is wrong, they say you should go and apologize because the person is older than you. It is difficult for you, for people to be accountable for their actions when you keep apologizing for the person that is the offender. But this is what they do. Go and love it's not that it's not. You can swallow your pride as a wife and say, okay, it's my husband's mother. Let me go and apologize. It's fine. But how are they going to change? How are they going to learn to stay out of your marriage? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I do not understand. Jay said even in Igbo culture, I don't know that in Igbo culture. I don't know whether they tell wives to apologize to their mother-in-law in Igbo culture. So if somebody knows, yeah, I don't know that. I speak of what I know. Anyway, let's continue. She said that the mother always tries to cause problem between them, and then they had that incident whereby they fought and she apologized. Mhm. She said that the mother always tries to cause problem between us, and again, she succeeded to cause problem between them that day. That the husband actually put his hands on her. Okay, the husband put his hands on her because she and the mother were having a misunderstanding. So the husband is a physician in the UK. He relocated to the UK, and they left the mother-in-law in Nigeria. I'm sure she was happy. Finally, let's have some space to even enjoy ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, the minute they settled, Mama's boy again brought the mother, and Wahala started again. She said that she had a really good job in Nigeria. She had to resign from that job just to be with her family. When the mother came, Wahala started again. She cannot rest. Anything she does, she doesn't know how to do it. She's always criticizing her, always trying to turn her husband against her. And she had a baby through CS, cesarean section, recently. But the mother-in-law does not help. She came for Omugo, but never does anything. She's still the one that will cook 3 times a day for her. And the mother will still complain to her husband that it will still be complaining. She said that it's becoming too stressful for her because she's nursing a baby, just had a CS, and I'm cooking for your mother that is supposed to be doing Omugo. And that's why I always advise men, don't let your mother come for Omugo. It's always wahala. Except you have a very humble mother. They expect to be washed and they expect to be served. And she said that he's always defending his mother. Yeah. So many problems coming up as a result of the mother being in the house, which has been happening since they got married. And on this occasion, they had a problem in the UK. And the husband, again, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law had a problem. The husband started beating her. She called the police. And the police came to the house and arrested him. And also told the mom to leave the house. She said, I'm scared. We've got kids. I don't know what to do. And then she started panicking and said, did I do something bad? I have, on my own, have never been violent towards him. I would like to be alive to take care of my children. And I've been hearing cases of people being pie in this country. I don't want to buy. I want to take care of my children. So that was the one that was sent to us. Let me check the time. Okay, we are doing good with time. Okay, we are doing good with time. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. If you're just coming, yeah. I mean, when I read that, I was like, wow, a physician in the UK, you get mind to put your hands on your wife. I mean, what would be the problem that will make you to put your hands on your wife? I don't understand. I can never understand it. What level of anger would you have that you will put your hands on the one that you call your wife? A woman that just had cesarean session. Wow. So a lot of people were sending comments on Instagram saying that she did the right thing, you know. Yeah. So now these are the kind of men that will be running on social media and be telling you, I brought my wife to abroad. My wife called police on me. I brought my wife abroad, but they will not tell you what happened. Never bring your wife abroad. Never bring your wife abroad. But it will not tell you, a woman that recently gave birth, that you had put your hands on her because you are trying to please your mother. Wow. Olagbara, I don't know. I feel that should be a list of things that people that want to jackpot. But if somebody that is a physician doesn't know, hmm, they don't know that putting your hands on your wife is the wrong thing to do, then I don't know what to say. Because in this part of the world, physicians are first, what do they call them? They are the ones that you go and tell when you're going through DV. You go and tell them. Yeah, they will be the one that will even report it to the police. If you don't have the confidence to call the police, you tell your physician or your, what do they call those people, the nurse, or you tell um head visitor, first responders. Thank you, first responders. That's what they are. They are the ones you tell. So somebody that's supposed to be a first responder is not the one that is beating the wife. Killer, what are we gonna say? Yeah, what are we gonna say about that? Yeah, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Welcome everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're talking about, this. It seems like it's a lifelong matter now of mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws. Why is it that some mommies feel threatened? Mm? They feel displaced when their children get married, when their sons get married. Why? I don't understand it. Anyway, it is not right, because if you are a confident woman, you should know that your position in your son's life is secure for life. Nothing can change it. Nothing. So I don't know why some mothers are doing this, but we discourage it wholeheartedly. So we are talking about mama's boy, and I'm of the opinion that if you are a mama's boy, you know that you love your mom so much and that there's no space in your life for another woman. Okay? Then don't get married. Do not get married. Don't get married at all. Just remain single. It's better. I think it's better, because there's no need marrying somebody's child to go and suffer them, all in the name of pleasing your mother. I'm not saying that daughter-in-law should disrespect their moms. Any well brought up daughter-in-law will know that your mother-in-law, is someone that you honor. You don't just respect, you honor them. Because you can't love your husband, and then I know some women too can be very funny. Some wives can be very funny. I don't understand. Why are you doing competition? Your roles are different. Completely different. I don't understand that competition, no. May God not make us as mothers bring ourselves to a position where we start to do competition with daughter-in-laws. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́. We will not do competition with our daughter-in-laws. Our daughter-in-laws will respect us, because we will walk in respect. I'm not going to bring myself down to come and start living with my son and be seeing one daughter-in-law. Who has time for that? I don't have time for that. I don't know about you guys, oh. I'm not even doing omugo. I'm not doing omugo. I'm not doing nanny for anybody. I don't do nanny for anybody. You go and pay. I've raised my children. I'm not raising no children anymore. If you think you're going to use me as a child minder, oh, you make mistake. Mama Jayo Rimi. So I have this video I wanted to show you guys, right? This is a wedding. And somebody tagged me on it on Instagram a few days ago or a few weeks ago and said that to come and see. It's a wedding. I want you to observe the body language of the mother-in-law and the son and the daughter-in-law. Observe the body language, please. Let me play it. Where the woman is saying, she literally say, I know how many women I rejected before I picked you. She's talking to the daughter-in-law.
Know how many women I rejected before I pick her. And I know why I pick her. And that reason why I pick her she will never allow you to end there. The God Almighty that will serve, that will worship, will never let you go down in that relationship. Amen. That other people go and tell you, and if Naya will go there and succeed. Amen.
I know why I pick you. I know how many women are rejected before I pick you. That's what she said. And that's the reason why I picked her. She will never disappoint me. She will never disappoint me. So look at that. This is a wedding, right? The father is sitting down. You see this kind mama carry microphone and say, I know how many people I rejected before I picked you. So that means this girl now, she doesn't understand what is going on. She's looking like today is her happiest day, right? On earth. She's getting married. Mother-in-law is telling you, Koro, see me, I see you. That I know the reason why I picked you, and I rejected many before I picked you. You are saying, amen, amen. When the Bible says that a man will leave his father and mother and cleave, and your mother-in-law is saying, I know the reason why I picked you. The mother-in-law is the decision maker in this family. Yeah, she's the decision maker. That boy is a mama's boy. Babe, Moshe Sofwen. 100%. She is going to be the one that is telling her what to wear, what to cook, when they should have sex, how many children they should have, the kind of house they should live, the kind of decoration that should have in their house, the kind of bed they should buy. You know, even when raising her children, she will be the one that have the finances. Any day that this girl will say, mommy, no, wahala will start. I know the reason why I pick you. So in my mind, I'm looking at Ifunanya and saying, are you getting married, or is your mother that is getting married? Because as far as I can see, the mother's husband is sitting down there. Sure, you see women at their wahala. See mother-in-law. Father-in-law is sitting there. And let me tell you something. This kind of women, yeah, they will dominate their husbands. And then they dominate their children and want to dominate their children's wives. Because I don't know why she took microphone and started saying that I know the reason why I pick you. I rejected many before I pick you. So those reasons that you saw in picking her, if you don't see them anymore, are you going to replace her? What are you going to do? What's your role? So this tells me that this mother is so much involved in this marriage. This is not a marriage between two people. It's a marriage of a triangle. 3 people are in this marriage. The mother is in the number 1 husband. The boy is just the one with the what do they call it? The banana. That one only has banana. That's all. He has no voice. He has no say. So when somebody tagged me on it and say, Auntie, come and see, I say, that one is the husband, gang. Is this auntie? This one on yellow. That I say, I know the reason why I pick you. I know how many I rejected. She's the one that is, she's marrying the woman, not the boy. That boy is just, that's a mama's boy for you. If somebody can say in a public place, a public gathering, saying I rejected many, and I know reason why I pick you. Now wow. Okay, so I'll show you another video. Looking at it from a scriptural. Some people don't like it when I use scriptures, but you have no choice because I'm a Christian. I only speak of what I know. I don't know whether you expect me to go and use any other religion as example. As a Christian, I use what I know. So looking at it from a Christian perspective, this is what PK said about mothers and wives and all these mama's boys.
Family you build always ranks higher than the family you're coming from. Nowadays, people say things like, oh, you know, my wife is disposable. My mother is my blood. Have you heard that before?
He said the family you build, the family you are building takes precedence over the family you are coming from. Remember, you are leaving that family. It's men they are talking to and women as well. You are leaving family that you were born into to build a family. Now you are building your own nuclear family now. Why can't people understand this principle? You need to live. But no, people don't want to live. Oh, they don't want to live. And you wonder why you have problems.
Say, my mother is my blood. Come on, guys. You don't want to grow up. That's why I said a man shall live. There are too many boys. It's not a kingdom marriage if your mother is still in the house with you people. I mean, in terms of voice. If your mother is in the house, she's a visitor. It has to be clear who are the people that own the house.
So it's not me that said it, though. It's not even Piquet that said it. This is what the word of the Lord said regarding kingdom marriages. So if you're a Christian, I don't know about any other religion, Sha. He said that there's no we are not even contesting who comes first between my mother. I'm a mother. I'm a mother. What is my business in my son's life that will come and be dragging front seats with my son's wife? That it's me that will sit down there. I will tell people to be driving and going. I will drive my car and follow you. Oh my God. Chai. Nah. Mama's boys. They have a lot of work to do on themselves. Nobody's saying don't love your mother, but please don't bring your mother into your marriage. Let your mother stay in her own. She's already done her own. You do your own.
Your mother and co are extended family. They are secondary. I didn't write it. We read it now. Because some people come and say, Pastor, you're saying that. I said this already. Pastor, you're saying that because you married a good wife. You don't know the women out there. Number one, why are you trying to marry the wicked women out there? Why are you not looking for a good wife? So your first problem is the kind of person you are marrying. And number two, the choice of who you marry does not change the rules. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? He said, my mother is my blood. I asked one of them, I said, will you be happy if your father says that about your mom, that she's disposable? Because some people don't think far. They know that what they are saying is that their own mother too, that the other mother they want to worship is disposable to their dad.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. You've forgotten that your mother too was a wife. Imagine your dad saying that, your mother is not my family. Imagine that your dad would say, your mother is not my family. How would you feel? Saying that somebody is disposable, because you're saying that when they say you are united in covenant and you are still looking at flesh, it's not my blood. It's not my blood. I think we had this conversation here once upon a time. I was telling you that there is no blood that is even thicker than the blood that you exchange when you engage in sexual relations. You are united, soul, body, spirits, tight. You are completely joined, completely. So yeah, it's lack of understanding.
Follow from the beginning. It was not. Let's stay with the design.
Yeah.
The family you build always ranks higher than the family you're coming from.
It ranks higher. Oh. Somebody should go and tell that auntie that is wearing yellow pay. The family the son is building ranks higher than her. Women are very competitive in nature. Faith, is that you? Oh my goodness. It's been a long time. How have you been? Welcome. Since you got married, I haven't seen you. Happy married life. I hope you are enjoying your marriage and not having any issue with in-laws. Welcome, darling. I've missed you. Welcome. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. It's been a long time. You took some time to do your honeymoon. Wow. That's amazing. Welcome, darling. Welcome. Yeah, our Faith got married a while ago. Okay. So, back to the initial matter that I was talking about. On this matter of Mama's boy that brought the mother to the abroad and started causing wahala to the point that a physician is beating his own wife and they call police. And she's panicking. Did I do the right thing? What would you advise her? First of all, let's start with that. What advice would you give to that young lady? Because she's so worried that maybe she overreacted, but she's scared. She just had CS, cesarean section. You guys, Adiola shared one picture. I saw it this evening when she shared her stomach. Her, she's had two babies. And when I saw the picture, I'm like, wow, I don't think I will have the confidence to show my tummy. Yeah. I don't think I have the confidence. I think I'm a confident person, but I don't think I'll have the confidence to show it like that. Yeah. What a woman's body goes through. And that picture of Adiola is a story. It tells a story. I'm talking about Adiola on YouTube. I saw it on her Instagram page. I know how my body was before I started having babies. What a woman's body go through is a lot. I understand that mothers have an attachment to their children, and nothing will ever change that. So we acknowledge the attachment that mothers have. However, a time should come when you begin to pull back. It doesn't mean you're not going to love your children anymore. Especially when they get to the age where they are getting married, you need to trust them that everything that you've taught them is enough for them to be able to make their own decisions. You cannot be the one picking wife for them. You cannot be the one that is making decisions for them in their own home. Now, this man has gone to bring his wife, his mother that was causing wahala in Nigeria, brought her to the UK again. And she's there causing problem until you are beating your wife. Now, police is involved. If this mama wants to call Nigeria now and report this matter, it will say, this my daughter-in-law, call police. Oh, they arrested my son. She wants to ruin my son's life. How about teaching your children, your sons, never to put their hands on their wives? It is not acceptable. If they're angry, walk out. I don't care what she said or did. You don't do that. A woman that just gave birth, you bring your mother to do omugo. The omugo, she's not doing it. It's the wife that gave birth that is still washing, cleaning, cooking for her 3 times a day. I won't do it. I'm not going to lie. And some of you are always doing good girl. You are doing good girl. You don't start what you cannot finish. You just had a baby. You don't have the strength to be nursing a baby. Do you know the first 3 months, most of these babies don't sleep. That means you are awake. You still have another toddler to look after. You are awake at night. Then me, I will wake up in the morning. If mama cannot cook breakfast for me, then you better start doing Uber Eats or whatever. Get somebody to cook. But some of you be doing good girl. Let me be a good girl so that they will like me. They're not going to still like you. They won't still like you. All this good girl. Oh. It is well, oh. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Yeah, we need to encourage our older mothers, our older aunties, and mothers to pull back. Pull back, auntie, please pull back. Allow your son to run his home. Don't go to your son's house and be causing problems. So many marriages are ending. Nigerian marriages in the abroad in Nigeria are ending because of mother-in-law wahala. Sometimes it's the woman's mother, but oftentimes it's the man's mother. Nah, it's not on. Anyway, what would you advise this young lady? She's listening. Please call into the show and give us your opinion. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, Ngozi, I can see you. You're right. Welcome.
Hi, Auntie D. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm good. I'm on a road this week. I've called in. This is my second time, but yeah, this is
I love it.
this is an interesting topic. It's so timely because I actually had a conversation with a guy on Sunday, and he mentioned how a lot of women don't. I actually had two conversations with two different people about this whole mother-in-law situation. So one person has said that where he's from, the men are known to be like mama's boys. So you go into the conversation of what exactly is a mother's boy, right? And is it necessarily a bad thing? I think in this context, it just depends on how far the mother-in-law goes with certain things, because I guess some men's argument is that their mother has their best interests for them, right? So their mother can see things that they can't see. And I agree. I feel like a lot of men are blindsided when it comes to like relationships, like picking like a partner. So I don't necessarily think that the mother putting in her input about the person is bad. I think it's about how much power she has. Like if your mother is telling you you have to be with this person or don't be with this person. But if we're being real, she's gonna if you're dating someone and they don't really have a good feeling about them, which one person told me and the mother ended up being correct. I understand like why you would take her like consult, take her advice, and look into it. But I don't think it would be the deciding factor. I think that's when it goes too far. When your mother can like just make you do anything. She can make you make any decision. Her influence is so heavy in your life. I think that's when it becomes problematic. But a lot of their argument was that their mothers usually give them good advice. I mean, from their opinion, that whenever they've gone against what their mother has told them when it comes to dating, they haven't had good outcomes. So I see it from both sides, but I think the problem is when you're already married, right? This is talking about people who are not married yet. I think the
Yeah.
problem comes when you're already married. You've already chosen this person. You've already
Mm-hmm.
decided to be with this person. So at that point, I feel like your mother's influence can't be that strong because you've already made the decision. So at this point, what's the point of, listening to her at this point because you're already with the person? Are you going to leave them? Like they're already there. So I don't, the first scenario you mentioned about the lady, I think she did the right thing. But I do understand from where we're coming from, she's going to be painted out to be the bad person.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth. Like she's gonna look so bad to all the family, all the people. Like she's at this point, like I don't know if she can really resolve. I mean, I'm not married, but I don't know if they can really come back from that because you get the man arrested. That's gonna have consequences, maybe where he's even his professional degree. Then the mother gets kicked out. The mother was there to witness it, so it's not like someone is telling her hearsay. I
Mm-hmm.
feel as if at that point, I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can resolve things because they're gonna make her out. Even though she did the right thing, they're gonna make her out to seem like the devil. But she did do the right thing because at that point, her life was at risk. And what was she supposed to do? Just sit there and let him keep it? Like she did the right thing. She did the right thing.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ngozi. Thanks for your contribution. I understand what you were saying about how before you get married, yes, listening to your mom, going to your mom for guidance and everything about relationship. I mean, even after you get married, it's not like your mom cannot guide you. That's
Right.
the role of a parent.
Right.
It's a lifelong role that you don't it never ends just because someone gets married. However, when you do get married, there needs to be boundaries,
Right.
especially when you have your mother. And that's why these days a lot of women don't want to live with their mother-in-laws.
No, I agree. I don't think it's a good idea most times.
Yeah, because the danger is that when you live with your mother-in-law, whether it's your mother or his mother, especially on a long-term basis, those mothers are used to sharing roles in the home. So it's
Right.
difficult for them to now pull back, knowing for them to recognize the authority of the wife who owns that home. So
Right.
they still want to be in charge.
Right. It's like you're stepping on their toes when you do
It's
certain
yeah.
things.
So they still want to be in charge, and the wife will be like, "No, this is my house." And they're like, "No, I had my son. I had my son. I'm the one that been taking care of my son." So it's gonna
No,
be a clash of two titans that are
no,
fighting.
for sure. And you made the point to be about how you particularly don't have the time. And I think there's a big, from what I've noticed, I think a lot of the times when you have the situations when mother-in-laws are going a bit too far, I think it's either they're not, some of them really like, they don't have anything else doing for themselves, or they're just like, maybe they've lived their life when their children, especially their sons, are like their life and they have like that connection to them, or
Mm,
maybe they're lacking something. There's a term what is this? Son husbands. They're lacking something in their marriage or in their relationship that they kind of, not like in a sexual or anything type of way, but they kind of get like that emotional support from their sons, especially
yeah,
the first son. So I've noticed that like there's something there, especially like in the culture where they have like that really strong relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that, but like when it comes to the point where you're competing with you competing with your son's wife, I think that's when it becomes a problem.
yeah. Absolutely. So, what it is that, yeah, because because divorce is so strongly discouraged in our cultures all across Nigeria, right? And
Mhm.
because of the stigma and looking down on people, a lot of women stay in marriages that they were very unhappy.
Right.
Okay, and the default, I can tell you this categorically as a mother myself, that once a woman start having children, already the love, I don't care how you love your husband, that love is split.
Mm.
When the first 1 year, if you have your first baby, just write this down. When you get married and have your first child, you will say I told you.
Mm.
The first 1 year, and that's why a lot of young couples like yourself now, when they get married, they don't want to have babies immediately. They just
Right.
want to enjoy each other, because once the babies start coming, trust me, it's not the same anymore. You
And a
will
lot of
transfer a lot of that love, attention, and affection to your child.
men, it's funny you say it because a lot of men low key complain about that. Like when I
Yes,
watch stuff about counseling or like relationships, that the women are not paying them enough attention, that the attention
yes,
is on the
yeah.
child.
The reason why a man cannot understand that is because you are the one, women are the one with wombs.
Right.
So before they even meet their child, you've had a relationship with that child for 9 months in your
Right.
womb. I
Right.
mean, I was reflecting on pregnancy the other day. It is one of the wonders of this world, how God did it to
Amen.
make another human being grow inside a human being. A child growing inside the mother is one of the most wondrous things. I mean, when the child is moving in the womb, you can, as a woman, you can physically feel it.
Mm.
You feel the movement, you can feel it. And if you are looking on your bum, you can see the baby literally moving.
Mm.
It's such an incredible thing. An incredible thing that I pray that, every woman who wants that experience, I pray that God will bless you all.
Amen.
So when a woman has been through that experience, coupled with the pain of the delivery, when that baby comes, that's why they say that secondary to the love of God is the love of a mother for a child.
For sure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very, very strong. It's very,
Oh,
very strong. So as mothers, we need to be very, very careful to understand that a time is going to come when they are not going to be ours 100%. You need
right.
to let go. You have
Right.
to let go.
And I can
The-
imagine it may be difficult for some others,
it
right?
is very difficult for everybody, to be honest. I'm saying it
Mm-hmm.
now. It's not like it's not going to be difficult for me, but I'm preparing myself, okay?
Right.
And that's why, see, the attachment needs to be healthy. Some
Then
of
that's
these
the thing.
attachments are not healthy.
Right.
The attachment is going to be there all your life, but you need to be careful that it's not so unhealthy that, because some women, like I was saying to you, some of our aunties, mummies, when they are very unhappy in their marriage, they transfer all their affection to their sons.
Yep. And someone just made a comment I can tire about. I understand the childbirth, but I feel there should be a balance. Your child is your husband, is your first husband. Your husband is your first child. And I think that
Yeah.
really is a thing. How like a lot of men can see that like passion and that love and that affection that women have for
When
their
she's not
kids.
happy, when you're not meeting her emotional needs, trust me, you don't count anymore once the baby comes. You don't. For a lot of women, when they are not emotionally satisfied, you may be in the same house, but you're just there.
Right.
So that's a different conversation altogether. However, the point I'm making, Ungo, is that the reason why some of these mothers struggle with pulling back and following their sons into the marriage is because of that emotional attachment that they've not been able to separate themselves from.
Right. Or less than, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's why the Bible is clear about living. That living is not physical alone, it's psychological, it's emotional. You need to live, because you cannot be in the two. Men don't have that ability to multitask like we women, that you give your wife 100% love and attention, you give the same to your mom, especially if they're in the same household. It's not going to work.
Right.
So it takes a lot of maturity. You need to have boundaries. You need to understand your role as a husband and your role as a son. It's very, very important. However, I would say to, women, younger women who are not married, if a man is too attached to his mother, is a red flag.
Yeah.
The
Or if he's
attachment is good, but if he coughs, he will call his mother. If he breathes, he will call his mother. Any damn thing he's calling his mother, it's not, no, it's a red flag. It's
And
not
it's
good.
also, it could be an issue because right now, let's say you address that, and then the man goes and tells his mom, like, "How's the mom?" You know what I mean? Like the mom starts looking at you weird. Like it's like even if I mention that, let's say this whole, I think your relationship, your attachment with your mom may be a bit much. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you even say that? Because most of these guys are going to tell their mom that you said that, and now you look somehow, because
Yeah.
she's going to be looking at you like, what do you mean? That's my son. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it's
Yeah,
hard.
because you don't have the maturity to be able, especially when they are fighting, they are together in the house. I would advise men, please don't keep your mom in your house for too long. If they visit, let them visit and go. Living with you is a no-no. You can't, because you'll be torn. You will not know who to take side with. Unfortunately, a lot of men will take sides with their mothers.
They will, especially Nigerian
Yeah.
men, huh?
Yeah,
One
Nigerian
thing
men
I
will
can,
take side with their mother
one thing
because
I
they'll
can
be like,
say,
don't you know she's my mother? She's my mother.
yeah,
There's nothing. Even if she's wrong, they'll keep saying it's my mother because that respect is there.
Nigerian men don't play with their mothers. They may have their
So
other issues, but they don't play with their mothers.
yeah. Yeah. So you need maturity. You need maturity. Thank you so much, Ungo, for calling. I appreciate you, my darling.
Take
Yeah.
care. Bye bye.
So the video I was playing a minute ago about PK. PK gave an example of when he wanted to marry his wife. Yeah. He said that the mother did not like her. He didn't like her. And that even after they got married, he kept giving her a tough time. I will show the clip if I had it. There's no small clip on it. It's in a longer video that he did on YouTube. Those of you who follow PK would have heard him say this many times. He said at a point he had to call his mother. This is your role as a man. This is what separates the boys from the men. You're not going to be disrespectful to your mother. You're still going to honor her. You will love her. What you need to do is to reassure her that, Mom, I love you. My wife has not come to steal me away. You will always be my mom. I can't have two mothers. However, this is my wife. And if you disrespect my wife, you are disrespecting me. You just need to be clear. That is what setting boundaries mean. Be very clear to your mom that, Mom, I love you, but this is my wife. You can't do this to you can't be insulting my wife. You can't disrespect her and you expect me to be happy. What you do to my wife, you're doing to me. You see the problem? If you don't set those boundaries, you allow them to get away with those behavior, it's going to continue. And at the end of the day, your marriage is going to be in trouble because you did not set boundaries. Okay, let's carry on. Thank you so much. If you are gaining any value from this, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We are looking for 18 subscribers. Let's see if it's gone up a little bit. Jum, you are here. Welcome, darling. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. You're in the studio. Jum, can you hear me? Unmute yourself, please. Okay, Jum is not hearing me. Okay, let me add Beyond Braids. We'll come back to Jum. Beyond Braids, hi. Hello, can anybody hear me? Are you guys hearing me? It's like nobody's hearing me. Akintaya said, Auntie B, men understand that childbirth and all that, but I feel there should be balance. Your first child is your husband. Man, you will never understand childbirth, Akintaya. Leave matter. What do you understand? How many minutes did it last for you to do? You will never understand childbirth. I see the point you are trying to make, that there should be balance, but you can never understand childbirth. It's something that you have to experience. How would you understand it? Do you know what it means? Do you know what labor is? I beg, let's not even go there. Somebody said that if men were the ones carrying pregnancy and having babies, the population of the world would have ended. One child, one family. You can't stand that pain. No way.
Hello,
Okay,
Auntie.
Jum, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, welcome.
Okay, good afternoon. I think it's the
Welcome.
network. How you doing, ma?
I'm good, love.
Yes. So I first of all want to tell this lady to not feel bad. I have been in her shoes sometimes ago, long time ago. And there is nothing she can do that will undo what has been done already. The level of dysfunction that is in that family, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, there is nothing she can do. There is nothing she can do. The responsibility is on the husband, and for the husband to have allowed, himself to, be in that situation, it's so unfortunate for him as well. Because for me, I will blame the mother-in-law. Mother-in-law sometimes have been a wife, and they understand how it usually be. So for me, I will expect so much from them, that regardless of suffering that they have been through, now their son is right here in abroad, they're supposed to remember that time and really want their son to have a good life. But I don't know why they quickly forget that or whatsoever. And I'm going to tell this lady, there is nothing she can do that would, change what has happened. She should just focus on herself, focus on the kids. I hope the guy will not lose his license, because he's also a victim of a mom that does not know a boundary, that does not know how to. Yoruba will say something that tí àgbà bá wà lọ́jà orí ọmọ tuntun ò kí ń wọ́. Where there is elders, you're supposed to expect some level of wisdom and orderliness, but it's so unfortunate, right? So let me quickly share my own little story. I wrote it on the chat one time. You were having live video with Man of Prestige, and you were wondering like what happened, tell us more. And I was working that day, I couldn't call in. But what had happened was I just had my second baby, and it was through C-section. I have my sister-in-law with her husband and 2 children living with us, and there's been a little tension even before I gave birth. And I had C-section the first time, I had C-section the second time, right? And it's crazy. Like we were having many fights back and forth, but it got to the point that my husband, which is no longer my husband, now broke all these wall decor that usually have glass on them, broke it inside the bathtub. I was scared for my life. My baby was still like 5 days. We just come back from hospital. My body was still so fresh. I did not get any help from him. I didn't get any help from the sister. I was by myself. I panicked and I called police. Right. So when the police came, of course, I know the man that I married came and said, "Did I know what those police told him?" And then they said, "What kind of woman? Call police." On our husband, I said, "It's a lie. I know you're a liar, a manipulator, a very great one." Then what did my husband did? For me, when the police came, I said they should just restore order. I don't want him to be arrested or anything. And because it is only just a glass that was broken, and I was scared. I've never witnessed that before in my life. And what kind of a man will put me in such a situation that know
Who
that
broke the
we just
glass?
come back?
Jum Jum.
He was the one that broke it in the bathtub.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I was so scared. I panicked, like, hey, I have little baby. Oh, what is going to happen? So when the police came, I told them, like, we just want to restore order. Like, they did not arrest anybody. What my husband did was call another police on me. I was inside feeding my baby. Then police came and said, "Oh, we received a call of an arrest in this." I said, "There's nothing. Police has come here before and then they left. There is nothing." And what my husband was trying to do is to be balanced with me. You were asking that time, that day, that why did he call police? I said he's trying to make us balance, so that when I'm making
Do me,
reference
I
to,
do
oh,
you. It's about do
thank
me, I do
you,
you.
tit for
Mm-hmm.
tat, so that when
Mm-hmm.
I'm making reference to, oh, you call police, and then it'll be like, I also call police. Till today, I will ask him, why did you call police on me? This is the reason I call police on you. Why? He did not ever have any answer. So I'm saying that there is a brokenness in their marriage already, to the point of the mother-in-law telling him to beat his wife, and his dumb, stupid score also went ahead and beat his wife. Who does that? There is nothing she can do. She should just focus on herself, on her child, and if they are able to go for counseling, for therapy, and restore peace back into their house. And sorry, what has been done has been done. Yeah, I mean, she should not bother. She didn't do any. They beat her. No, she didn't do anything wrong in my own opinion, because my husband brought me to abroad. I've always want to say I don't want to be the reason why my husband will lose his house or will go to jail or will do anything, because he brought me was the reason why I stayed for so long. So that when people were talking about, oh, they brought them and they left, I will not be part of it. But it is just not working. It is just not working. So now we're going through divorce. He doesn't want me to go. He's still begging. Somebody still called me today. Oh, your husband's call. I said he will call. He will. I don't care. I'm done. Like,
Why
but
did you
I
not
hope
try
they
to
are
fix
able
it when you
to.
were having the issues? It's during divorce now. Why did it? I mean, did it make any efforts to fix it? I can't
Yes,
understand
yes,
when you
yes.
just have a
Auntie B.
baby.
Yes,
It's true.
there are people that they are always like to, show up. Oh, I will make the. It will beg. Auntie B, I left 3 times. 3 times he will come and beg, call my parents. I will move back. He will. The very first time I left, I rented a room. I don't have money. I have only $500. Then I came back. The second time, he begged the pastors in our church, everybody. I came back. I left the second time. And the second time, what do I have? I was able to rent 1 bedroom. I left again. He was still begging. I came back. I
Was it
rented a
always?
two bed.
Was this physical
Oh no,
abuse?
it was not physical, but his own was his own was very abusive words that he will send me. He will oh my mom is still oh my mom is still gbogbo family me. Up until now, he cannot call my mom because what he has said about my mom. My mom is even waiting for him to call, like poverty be that, that is the kind of thing that we have.
I
Is
never
yes.
understand men that can be so verbally abusive. How can
Verbally,
men?
that my soul is ripped out from my heart. Like, my heart is so broken when somebody talk to you and you're crying, like, what did I deserve to be taught? And then I can't tell people outside and they will believe me because we look so good on paper, right? And then
Hmm.
I can't show them any mark, like, see where he beats me, because he has never beaten me. And I told him, I said, this divorce, I don't want to go to court. I want it to be peaceful. I don't want to have to stand in court and be lying just to win case. Just let me go. He wouldn't. He's still begging up and down. I said, I'm done.
So he
Now I
wants you to
moved
stay there
out.
and be collecting
He
all
wants
the
me to
insults.
stay. Yes, yes. And say, oh, yeah, we can be going through arguments, but there is no marriage. There's no. I said, no, this is dysfunctional. You are a product of dysfunctional marriage. The same thing you're doing but me, I think coming back, we can be on the same page. We've been to counseling like two, three different times. He will beg, oh, it will change. But people don't change. After 1 month, it will be so beautiful. He will buy me breakfast, buy me coffee, doing everything, doing everything nice. Oh my God.
So the
After
problem is
one
that
month,
he doesn't know how to resolve conflict. So when you have any misunderstanding, it will start again.
he will start and be talking. Oh, mama, gbé mi ṣépè ni. Oh, and I did not grow up like that. I don't
Hmm.
know how that feel like. We are
Hmm.
just three in my family. We are only 3 siblings. I have never. We don't have so much money, but I can never, in my memory, remember when my mom say a word to me that is stuck with me. Like, oh, my mom did say this. Never. My mom can beat you, oh, hey, but she would never. So I'm not used to that. I'm like, you can't say you love me and you just finish me with words now, and afterward you still want to sleep with me. This is crazy. I can never
Hmm.
wrap my head around it. And that
Hmm.
is why we are where we are today, right? So for her, I have been in a position where I have to call police. I don't want to. I pride myself in very peaceful. I don't want. In fact, we have a house together. I have to be the one to move out. I don't want to collect your house. I don't. We have over $100,000 equity on that house. Say, you can have it. I just want to be at
You
peace.
just
I
want
bought
your
my own
peace.
house. I just
That's my
want my
girl.
peace. I'm not dragging
Hmm.
nothing with you. You can
Hmm.
have the children. We have 3 children together. I said, if you have a job that allows you to be at home Monday to Friday, you can come and have the children. Let them come and stay with me on weekend. It will even be of peace for me. I have enough time to work and rest. These children that they will grow up doing, they want to do marriage, they want to do graduation. They will be calling their father. I'm not about to be doing all the work by myself. Come and take them. My house is 5 minutes away from where I moved. I said, it is not because of it, it's because of my children. So you have full access to them. I just want to be at peace. Auntie B, this lady, please let me tell her, if she's listening, she hasn't done anything wrong. There is nothing she can do that will change the mind of the mother, that will change the mind of the wife. It's a mindset, and you cannot change it. If they come out now and beg, they will even make you feel like you are the guilty one here. I spent the very first 5 years of my life in America looking like what changes in me. They kept saying I've changed, because anytime he called Nigeria, he will report me that I have changed. This is not Jumoke I brought. I said, I'm growing, I am evolving, my tastes are changing, and I love it. I don't go to party, I don't have friends, I didn't do anything to you. But I have to keep explaining myself. I said, this is draining. I can't do this. So there's nothing she can do. If you are with the wrong person, you are with the wrong person. Very simple. There's nothing you can do that will change that. And I hope she got. I didn't get here one day. It took me time. Auntie B, I said I left 3 times. But I've always known that something is wrong here. But people will still cajole me, give me false hope. It's okay. I said, no, I'm too young to be going through this. But I mean, it is what it is. This is my journey. I embrace it. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I'm not fighting him. You will not see me in court. If you are not signing that divorce, he hasn't signed. I'm waiting for him to sign. If you are not signing it, I'm going to go and tell them to just dissolve it. After 2 years, if you are not active, it's going to be annulled. So I'm just here embracing my peace and growing. She should just face her children, get a job, get a life, and just be happy. I don't know. It's not that easy. It's not that simple. But I mean, this is your reality. You have to find a way around it. That is what I want to tell her.
Thank you so much, Jumi. Really appreciate you, my darling.
You're
You know, you've
welcome,
been
ma.
giving us bits and pieces of this your
I
story.
know this is not even everything, Auntie B.
I keep telling you to come and tell us the full story so that people
That
can learn, because your own is
and
emotional abuse.
yes,
Every day you will give
emotional.
us one side of it. Tomorrow you give us another side. One day you shall give. I've seen your channel, though. See how
Thank
beautiful
you.
you are. Fine girl like
Thank
you.
you.
Is the
Thank
one ton Rosile Abibawa. How did you say it? I don't understand. How can a
I
man be
know. Insulting you.
insulting? I
He
don't
will insult
understand
me
it.
and insult my mom. My mom said
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him. Let him call. Let him call. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. He will insult me, insult my mom's friend. And Sibi, let me give you one example. There's one day we were driving, and I was telling him he's from Ife. And I said, did you see this Oba of Ife? They said the second wife is gone again. Did you know the response that this guy gave me? He said, bóyá báwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́mí ẹ̀ náà ṣe máa ń kúrò ní ilé ọkọ wọn ni. I said, oh Jesus. My mom said he's indirectly talking to her. I said, I never know any of my mom's friend that left. Where did you even get this response from? Like, his heart is so full of, I don't know, Auntie B. It's so crazy. This guy. No.
Well, there's a lot of, when we talk about, brokenness, a lot of
He's
people,
so
trauma,
broken. I
traumas.
cannot be happy around him. I can't even be happy. He's
There's,
going to be looking at me like,
there's
why am
some
I
trauma
happy?
there now. You think it's not trauma that made
Yes.
him to be like that? It's trauma now.
And
It's
he's
trauma.
trying to break me. I said, you cannot break me. Like, I'm trying to protect my peace. I'm a very happy person. I smile. I laugh. Because I laugh so much. I don't take life too seriously. I laugh. I said, you're taking that away from me. I am changing to who I don't want to be. I don't fight. I run away from fight. Now we fight every time. Arguments every time. I said, no, this is not me. If I want to change, I want to change for better, not for something that I can't be proud of. I said, no. So this lady hasn't done anything wrong. If you're dealing with wrong people, oh my God, they will change you. They will make you become bitter as they are. And I hope my husband also find healing, because he got that somewhere. Children were born with a very good heart. This world messes with everybody. I will leave you to go and find your healing if you want to. If you don't want to, don't make me be like you. That is my stand.
I love
Thank you
that.
so much, Auntie B.
Thank you, Jum. Really
Yes,
appreciate,
ma.
thoroughly I
You are
enjoyed talking to
welcome.
you. Thank you,
Yes.
dear. He said, go and find your own healing. Don't make me be like you. I can never understand. I hear these stories of men that are emotional abusing. They will be giving you words, telling you bad words. But I still don't understand it. Because I thought it's women that are talk like that. But a man. One woman told me that the husband used to carry Joko to sit down. You know what they call Joko? Who carry stool to sit down. And she will sit down, they will face each other and start insulting each other. Money, eh? Hey, God, I beg. That is so dysfunctional. That there's something seriously wrong with that. So Uzo said, as in no respect, you sent your wife to the extent you sent her back home. So that's a figure of speech. I wanted to explain it to you, Uzo. It's not literally sending her home. Yoruba people have a way of saying they sent her home. That means told her, I don't know. Somebody explain it to me in the comment section. When they say that they sent you, you use Yoruba to say you sent somebody home. It's just a way of saying that they insulted your family, they insulted you and calling you out of your name. Abi, how do you Americans say it? Anyway, you understand, right? Oh, okay. Oh, Mary, welcome. How are you, darling? Been a
Hello,
minute.
TV. I hear you're looking for Salt Lake barbecue.
Yes, I am. I am. PJ and I are missing that barbecue from Austin. Oh, dear. How are you?
I'm doing excellent, though. I just joined. I
Mm,
didn't hear the whole story, but
yeah.
I wanted to make a small comment about Mama's voice because
Okay.
I have three of them.
You have three boys, not mama's boys.
Yes, so the subconscious mind, like you said on your program, I don't know which day that was. The subconscious
Yeah.
mind is a very powerful thing.
Yeah. On
Ah,
Tuesday.
and there are some statements that we make routinely as Africans that are cultural statements. We laugh, but those things are impactful. Like this thing of mommy's husband. Like I went
Yes.
somewhere with
Yes.
my son, AJ, 12 years old. And the woman was like, "Oh, mommy's husband, mommy's husband." And so as soon as we got into the car, I turned around and I sat AJ, my first two children, they're 12 and 10. I sat them down and I said, "Look, I hope you get married someday. If you don't get married, okay, but I pray you get married. But if I'm sick and your wife is sick, you go to mommy, you go to your wife first. Mommy comes." They were like, "Oh, so mommy, what will you do?" I said, "Well, I have the dogs, the dogs, and I would be dating. Maybe I'll be married and who knows." But I had to really establish with them that
Mm-hmm.
you're not mommy's husband, you're mommy's child.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
your mommy's child. And in the future, when you
Mm-hmm.
establish your own family, because they're like, "Mommy, what will you do? Where will you stay?" My second son was like, "Oh, we're all going to stay on the same street so we can take care of you." I said, "No, what if your wife wants to go and stay in another state?" So I had to paint the picture with them
Mm-hmm.
that when they get married, their whole family, their family comes first, their wife comes first. And that's why I told them, I said, "Look, if I'm sick, your wife is sick, you go to your wife first." And they're both of them were looking at me like,
You're
"Huh?
shocked. Yeah.
What?
They won't understand that now. Yeah. Because they are
What?"
still quite young.
Yes, but they are,
Yeah.
like in Cameroon, we say in pigeons, small picking cutlass is sharp for morning time. So a cut, when you're cutting grass, right?
Mm.
It is sharp
You
in the
start it
morning.
now. Yes. It's better to
Ehen.
start early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So this mama's boy thing, it started from when they were young. So
Mm-hmm.
as a woman, you cannot fight it. You cannot fight it. The man himself has to get
Mm-hmm.
mature and blossom into it and sort it out. Because if you're fighting it, it's like trying to remove a weed that's been there for 30 years.
Mm.
It's like an issue that has been there for 30 years. Somebody has been saying mommy's husband, mommy's husband, mommy's husband since the person was 5.
Mm.
And then you marry that person is what, 35, 40. Do you think that you're just going to come and change everything?
No. No.
Mm-mm. So my encouragement to everyone is, including myself, is as much as we complain about mother-in-laws and as much as we complain about mama's voice, understand that we are going to be in those positions. Some people are already in those positions now. You have to establish those boundaries right now with those children, or else the very thing that you're complaining about, your own son and you yourself will be, because this thing, I'm sure those women, the mother-in-laws who people are talking against. I'm sure they had these conversations too when they were younger. Maybe, I don't know. But
I
anyway.
doubt. I doubt if they had this conversation. They didn't say
Mm-hmm.
anything wrong in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
somebody is saying that this mama's husband, OJ is saying that maybe perhaps they were using the term mommy's husband is an African society's way of comforting widows and single mothers. No, that's not true. Mm-mm. It's not single mothers. Even the ones that they have their fathers right there, they will still be calling them mommy's husband.
Yeah,
Is
they do.
they think is they don't see it as something negative. They see it as something like it's endearing, like
Yes.
mommy's sweetheart, mommy's darling, mommy's love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the way they see it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they do it for the girl child as well. They say daddy's wife,
Yes.
daddy's wife. They do
Mm-hmm.
it.
They do
Your
it.
father's wife. They'll be calling the daughter your father's wife.
Yes.
You hear some mother saying, "Don't drag my husband with me. Why are you dragging my husband with me?" All those kind of silly talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, so the point I'm trying to make is there are some things that we take for granted as Africans, sayings. That's why, we're now realizing that we should not insult our children. Our mothers grew up, they will say bad girl. I remember I remember my grandmother one time. How old was I? 8 years old. She called me an ashawo. I'm 8 oh. I'm 8 years
Yeah.
old. Yeah, I'm
Jesus.
8. Just because what did I do? I didn't do anything. It's because I was in the house and my younger cousins were out next door playing. So what she said was, Omerin, you're in the house, your younger cousins, you're supposed to be, leading them, you're supposed to be managing
Supervising
them,
them.
you're
Yeah.
organizing them. She said, Omerin, you're teaching them a shower walk. You're an shower. Can you imagine?
Hey.
Yeah. So there's some
Yeah.
little things that we take for granted that, oh, it's an African thing. Oh, it's just an African thing.
Doesn't mean anything.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
no. Those
Mm-hmm.
things, those small, the small weed that you don't uproot today is going to become a giant tree tomorrow called Mama's
Hmm.
boy.
Hmm.
And then calamity, because whatever you sow, you will reap.
Hmm.
Bottom line, whatever you sow, you will reap. So if you're sowing all these isms because they are cultural things,
Hmm.
wait, give it 30 years.
Hmm.
You yourself will be in that position.
Hmm. The wheat that you do not uproot today becomes a giant tree tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I had to immediately, as soon as that woman said it, as soon as we get into the car, I just faced my children. I said, "You're not my husband's. You are my child. In the future, if I'm sick and your wife is sick, you go to your wife first. If I say this and your wife disagrees, you go with your wife. Mommy, if you and your wife have a problem, don't come to me, because I said, look, you're my son. I will always take your side, no matter what. Don't
Hmm.
come to me. I said, go, I talk to them. They don't understand. But whatever you sow, you will reap. One day they will
Hmm.
get it.
Absolutely. Hmm. Powerful, powerful. Omirin, you
Okay.
always bring it 100%. Thank you so much. We don't enjoy the wisdom of seeing you all the time again because of the time difference and because you are such a busy bee. Is your summer over now? The boys back to school?
I'm telling you, back to school. Oh, they're back to
Wow.
school.
Wow.
We are
Wow.
here.
Wow.
Yes.
You're
So
back. Oh, well done. Well done. Thanks a lot for calling us. So much wisdom. Thank you, darling.
thank you, Auntie
I
B.
appreciate you, love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. The weed that you do not pull becomes a giant tree tomorrow. Words of wisdom by Dr. Omerin. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody is saying that we should do a show on mom's girls. What's that? I don't know what mom's girls means. OJ, what's mom's girls? You don't even you don't even know how to say it. It's daddy's girls, not mom's girls. And men don't have problem. Men are problematic when it comes to that one. So there's no point. Have you ever seen a father-in-law that is causing problem because the daughter got married? Will now go to the daughter's house and be causing problem? Nah, no. Men don't have problem. They don't have issues of competition, envy, and jealousy like that. Uncle Beno said, to be frank though, The man has a huge role to play in all this. A man must protect his wife from his mom. If you don't get along, and ensure the wife respect the mom no matter what. Absolutely. That is the two key words. Respect the mother. Let your mother understand this is my wife. Love your wife. Respect your mother. What's the role of a mother? Especially when I know that's why I took some time to explain pregnancy, nursing a child, and everything. I've done it myself. It's not a joke. So mothers, you will give a lot. We give almost our heart and our soul into raising these boys. I get it. But it doesn't mean that you are not in a relationship with them till death do you. You are a mother. At a point, you need to step back. It's not going to be easy, but look at it that you are gaining a daughter. If you look at it that way, you'll be happy. You are gaining a daughter who is going to bring grandchildren into your family. They are going to be answering your family name. If you have that perspective, it will make it easier for you. Okay, Blessing is in the studio. Hello, Blessing. Welcome.
Hi, Auntie B. How are
Hi,
you?
darling. Guys, you're not liking the video. I think this show is I'm enjoying the show. If you're enjoying it, please give us a thumbs up. We don't even have up to 200 likes, and we've had a minimum of 455, 456 people. If you've not liked the show, please give us a thumbs up. Blessing, where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from US. Auntie B, I
Oh,
don't know if you remember me. I met you
oh
in London and I
yeah, oh yeah, of course. I remember
yeah,
you. I saw your comment on this on Instagram as well. Welcome. I didn't know it's you. Mm.
yeah, it's me. How are you?
Welcome. I'm fine. Lady with the long, fine legs.
Okay, this is my first time calling, a bit nervous, but at the same time, I just
No. Feel at home. It's just like
think,
we were talking the other day. Me and you talking. There's
yeah,
no need to be nervous. We are nice.
okay, thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
I'm calling to chip in as well because I've been in this position before,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wanted to let that lady know that she has not done anything wrong,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. I know the feeling. I know exactly how she's feeling because it's like when you are really into a relationship, especially marriage, and police is involved, and you were forced to call the police on your husband. It feels you have that guilt. You have to feel some kind of way. I felt it too, but at the same time she was doing the best she could at the time to save her life.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't do anything wrong, and I will say that during my time I did the same thing, and my mother-in-law was in the house too.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
she was present, and this happened around 3 a.m. in the midnight.
Hmm.
And she was like, only in Igbo, I'm Igbo, so she was like, only because he slapped you, that's why you call the cops on your husband.
Hmm.
So imagine my mother-in-law coming all the way from Nigeria. She was living in the village, so the whole village will know that I called the cops on my ex-husband.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-husband, his siblings, everybody were notified that I called the cops on him. We tried after the incident, we tried to mend the relationship, we tried to continue. But there is this resentment that will never leave that man. It depends on the kind of person. Not everyone will kind of let it go. He never
Yeah.
let it go, but he
Mm-hmm.
acted like he let it go.
Mm-hmm.
But he had that resentment
Did he
that
have resentment for the fact that he slapped you? What about
no,
that?
no, he did
So,
not.
because we need to understand this calling of the police of a thing, no?
Mm-hmm.
It's a consequence of an action. Or
Yes.
they leave the action alone and talk about the consequence.
Thank you. Now everybody made it seem like I was the evil one. I was a very bad wife that called, but they were not asking. The side of the ear where he slapped me that night, I had problem with hearing on that ear for a good 2 weeks.
Hmm.
Nobody talked, nobody even checked on me to see, okay, how was she feeling? What happened? Did the husband hurt her ear or damage something in the eardrum? I had to go to the hospital to check it out. but it was
Wow.
just maybe it was feeling like, you know how when you swim and water will get in your ear, that kind of a feeling.
Yes, yes.
That
That means
was
it's a really hard slap.
yes. So I had
Hey.
that problem for good 2 weeks, and everybody
Hmm.
was like, "Oh, she's the bad wife. This has never done this. Nobody has done this in their
In our
family
family.
before." So
Yeah,
I was just labeled. I was just singled out. The
yeah.
resentment was there from him, his mother, and all his siblings, but that marriage was never the same again.
Hmm. You see, the thing is that we have high tolerance, not low, high tolerance for abuse in Nigerian culture. That's why
Yes,
the mom said to you, ordinary slap, because she
yes,
probably received a lot of slap from his father.
yeah,
I hear some mother-in-laws will tell their daughter-in-laws that this one that my son is doing to you is even small compared to what I went through. So we have very high threshold for which people should, absorb any kind of physical, emotional abuse. And the families, unfortunately, of the abuser don't see anything wrong in it. They'll be like, what's the big deal? Is it only
yeah,
you it's happened to? So they focus on your action now in trying to safeguard and protect yourself from the abuser by calling the police. Because they'll be like, is it not because you're abroad? If you are in Nigeria, would you be able to do it?
yes.
How about teaching your children not to be abusive?
Yeah, I
Wow.
would suggest if she still wants to be in that marriage, they should go through counseling. Even though I did went through counseling, but we couldn't save it.
Mm.
We were not able to save it, especially the kind of person that I was married to. So he bear the grudge for a very long time, the resentment, the his behavior towards me, everything changed. Then now from then you can tell I could tell at the time that he has left the marriage because of that, but he was
Mhm.
pretending that he was still in the marriage, but he was not. Then now cheating came into the picture. Then that
Mhm.
was when I was like, no, let's just end it. It's better
Mm.
everybody go their separate ways. We can just take care of the kids from afar. So
Yeah.
that was the case. But with that lady, if she still wants to be in the marriage, they can give it a try. But from my own experience, um, it's hard for a Nigerian man. It's most Nigerian men, not all of them, but they will still
Mm.
have it in them. Like there's this resentment. I can't move past this.
If you don't want your wife to call police or you don't want your husband to call police, keep your hands to yourself.
It's as simple as that.
It's simple. That's how to avoid police. You see, when you want to treat an illness, yeah, you go to the doctor. You say, oh, they will start looking at the symptoms. What is
Hmm.
the root cause of this illness? You have a headache. Okay, what happened? They look at the symptoms. They treat the symptoms. Otherwise, the illness will not go. We tolerate abuse so much in our culture that people just glance over it. They don't see anything wrong in it. Shebi is ordinary slap. Shebi, what is it? What has it done that other women have not? And you're not supposed to endure. That's what I don't know if you caught the show when we're talking about Angela and Michael the other day. That's why some women they don't have any empathy for Michael because they feel like if he was a black woman, he would not tolerate half of the things that Angela has done to him. If it was a woman from another race, most Nigerian men will be carrying her as if she's the sun and moon shines from her head. They will not even think about putting their hands on her or calling her names. They will tolerate abuse. But because it's a what is the big deal? Ordinary slap. You said it now that you were not hearing for 2 weeks on that
Yeah,
ear.
right.
Did your mother-in-law say anything wrong in it? Did she tell her son off for slapping you?
Never.
Mhm.
She kept malice with me for good before she left the house. She wasn't talking to me. She wasn't eating my food. Now I have become her enemy because I caught. But I'm glad where I am today with peace of mind. The best thing you can do for yourself when you get into that situation is to prioritize your peace of mind over marriage. Nobody takes. You're not gonna go to heaven with marriage.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
have to be at peace
Mhm.
for her calling you or emailing you at 2 a.m. in the midnight, that woman
Yeah,
is restless. I feel
yeah,
so bad for her because I was in her place in
yeah.
more than 10 years
Unfortunately,
ago.
yeah, she doesn't have a strong personality, so she's scared. She keeps saying,
I
I'm
know.
scared, I'm scared. I had to encourage her. I say, you didn't do anything wrong. Please don't be scared. If
I
you don't
know.
feel safe, if you want to leave the house, maybe just tell the police to relocate you and take you somewhere safe for now. Because
Yeah.
the worst part is that they told the mom to leave the house.
Ah,
Imagine what everybody in Nigeria will hear. You
my
sent your
sister.
mother-in-law out.
Ah,
You
I
sent
feel.
your mother-in-law out. This is somebody that left a very high-paying job. Marriage, sometimes is a blessing, is a good thing, but in some, if you're in a bad marriage, it can set you back.
Yes.
It can set you back because I'm sure she'll be thinking, if I knew this was going to happen, I'll stay in
Yeah,
Nigeria jejeje with my job.
I
Now I've
know.
come here now. The marriage appears like it's failing now because of the mother.
Hmm.
It's the same mother that was an issue in Nigeria. She still came abroad with her issue. So yeah.
All right, that's my contribution, Auntie B.
Thank you so much, Dali. I hope you
All
call
right.
us again. You did excellently well.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
Have a
you,
good
darling.
one.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Take care. Bye, darling. Yeah, that's somebody that has been through it. Somebody has been through it. Okay, Beyond Braids, are you there now? We're rounding up. Hello, Beyond Braids. Can you hear me? Okay, she's not here. That's the second time I'm adding her. She couldn't hear me. She just came to the studio and she's not there. Amara, let me and you and round up then. Welcome, Bumi.
Hi, Auntie B. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
hi, sweetie. You okay?
I'm fine. It's been a while. Well,
Yes,
Sam, how are you?
we are
Please,
here.
let's like and share. Auntie B, have the 18 subscribers subscribed.
For where? Not even
And
one.
I'm not even they try. Ah,
Not
God, I
one.
beg.
Not one has subscribed. Okay, one. One has. One. I just checked.
We need 17 more. Please, let's push
Oh
this
my God.
ministry. It's free.
It's moved to 980, 983. So we need
Now,
17.
wow. Please share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's free. It doesn't take
They
anything.
don't like subscribing to my channel. I don't know what I did.
Auntie
Mm,
B, but please, oh, let's support Queen B. I just wanted to say, to answer your question, because I saw the post when you made it on Instagram.
yeah,
Um, I didn't know how to the play by play. It was just busting my brain. I could not envision it happening to me because I don't know how we react. I don't even know if I would let it get that. Maybe because I've taken so much shape. You mind my language from my mother and my father's relationship. It has built me up, and my very first relationship, it has built me up. My tolerance level is non-existent. Existent. I don't. Hey, please, to the young lady or the young woman, please, your life is precious, except you don't like your life. If you like your life, if you value your life, and you want to live hold healthy, you want to see your children's children by God's grace, you have more things to give other than marriage. Okay, you want to fulfill destiny. Please look at it like that. I know you might not feel that way right now, but please look at the big picture. Look at your kids. Look at your life. Your life doesn't start and end with marriage. So you didn't do the wrong thing. According to what you explained, if that's what really happened, and I'm just saying, you didn't do the wrong thing. Because I hear when people say, if you're in Nigeria, what will you do? If you move to the United States or wherever you move to, you have to obey the laws. You can't pick and choose. You pick the benefit and then you say, oh, no, no, no. Yes, you are by, you want to still pass the culture down to your family, you want to maintain the culture, you want to interact with your people, but you are also have to abide with the laws of the land. The laws of the land does not tolerate abuse. Full stop.
yeah.
It
And I
doesn't
keep
matter.
telling them, these laws were not made for us. We came here with our two left leg. They made the rules for their country and their people. So if
Hmm.
you came here to collect pounds and dollars, then you must obey the rules
You
of the
must
land.
abide. You must abide. Imagine, like you said, first responder, like somebody that is in the healthcare that is supposed to enforce
Yes.
and advise and tell people how, and you are the one now,
It's between, it's between
bastardizing
his
the
wife.
law. How?
Yeah, it's between his. I'm sure it's always been like that.
Yeah, no, anti B is not something that just comes out. It's not
Mm.
something that just comes out. It starts with shouting, it starts with destroying things, then it goes to the human being itself. So it's nothing like, oh, he just, no, it's nothing like you just, me too, please. So if he did not value his 7 8 years he has spent in school, he doesn't value his freedom, doesn't value his reputation. So please, why should we value it? Please, no, at your expense, at your kids' expense, no. So please, you didn't do anything wrong. I just want to state that out there. Also, to women that are in a relationship, men that are in a relationship, when let me give my own experience. I was dating this guy, and we're supposed to go and see his extended family. So I was like, oh, I know that I was trying to make an impression. Okay, so I will dress well. Like I have to wear active so that I can move around. So I was like, so what are we going to do? Do you know because it was a whole family. Do you know what's going to happen? Do you have any idea? It was like, just come ready, you do this, you do that. So, okay, God will help us. Say, is this wife matter? So I was engaged. So it was not like I don't even think you can do half of the things my mom and my aunties can do. That you are not strong enough. Auntie B. Immediately I heard it, I say, I beg. I don't want to be strong in Jesus' name. I don't come to this life to suffer. My
So you
mind.
cannot do half of the things the mom and the aunties does. Like
Look at
what?
me here prepping that, oh, I'm going to go and make an impression. I'm going to show, I'm going to, like, help, maybe pound yam. We're going to the village. So he came to get me from school to show his other family. I've only met his mom and his dad in Lagos. So we're going to their village. So I was like, okay. So I was trying to get myself ready mentally and physically. I was like, we're just talking, just having conversation. And he was like, me, I'm not strong. I'm not even half. I don't have half the strength that his aunties and his mother have. I should not worry that they'll probably leave me alone and say, hey, first of all, like, seriously. Secondly, I just saw the mindset. I said, this one will suffer me. This one will just suffer me. I said, I beg. We got the village, like Dr. Shola said, I found busy. 2 days, I said I have class. I went that road, I traveled back. I took 9 bus. I went back to Ilorin. And I got there, and it was like, what happened? I said, change. We have exam. We have this. From there, I just detached myself. The way I detached myself, I sent the ring back, detach
He didn't
everything.
follow you to the village. You and him didn't travel together.
No, so I was gonna meet him there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was gonna meet him there a day before. So I will be by myself, right? I don't know anybody, but I'm familiar with his mom and his dad. So I was trying to be like, oh, what should I expect? What is the activity like? Because we're going for someone's burial, then you just come and meet the family basically. But
Mommy
I just
Moe.
started.
You are going
ah
to do Mommy Moe.
hey, Auntie B. So I picked up on it. I said, I didn't come to this life to suffer. So my point is that people will say, oh, it's only small beating, it's only small shouting. That is only small does not mean it's acceptable. If you
Mm.
set your boundaries, you set your standard, this is not what I want. First of all, it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't. You see, we see our parents suffer. We see our mom, we see our dad go through a lot, and we say, oh, it's acceptable behavior. It's not acceptable, especially when you know better. You do better. So somebody now say, oh, because it's just small slap, it's just small push, it's just small. No, from small can lead to the grave. God forbid. You understand? So please, if we set our boundaries, we know that this is not good and we don't want our children to pick it up. We don't allow it. And when we see that it's coming, we just run away from it. So that was my
Absolutely.
point. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe I saw that, I heard that from him. I was just like, God has given me a sign. Let me just pick it up and run.
Mm.
I'm not your Kozuna. I'm not Hokoga. So Auntie B, that's my 2 cents. She didn't do anything wrong. Oh,
Mm.
she's right to leave. She has a right to leave. Nobody because she's a wife does not mean that her life is less.
So
Your
you
life is not less.
that is a mother now. You're gonna be a mother-in-law in the future. What advice do you have for fellow women, fellow aunties and mommies who have children in terms of when marriage happens and all this overstepping and
First of all, for me, I will feel that you should be fulfilled in your life. It's people that are not fulfilled in their life that are poking into their children's life. So again, it boils down to you. If your relationship with your partner or your husband is not working, is not what you like, it's not the standard, you have the right to make that decision. If you want to leave, you talk to your partner, seek counseling. If it's not working out, I feel personally, talking to me now from my own point of view, I will leave, because this is what is causing the ripple effect. If you are not happy in your relationship, you will not be pouring that love that you're supposed to have with your partner, you'll be pouring it to your kids. And then these kids will grow up. Like one of my friends says, every summer that we have with our children, like she counts the summer. She said we only have 18 summers with our kids. Let's use it well. Because after 18, they leave the house, right? So she's like, use it well, train them well, imbibe good character, good doctrine into them. You don't have, after 18 years, they leave the house. What's going to happen to you and your husband? So all those situations, all those things that you've been putting off, is going to start coming back again. So be fulfilled in your life. If you have to go to school, if you have to seek a healthier relationship, be fulfilled. Travel. You don't even have to travel outside the country. Travel around. Some people have not traveled outside within the country that they are in. Enjoy your life. Take care of yourself. If you have good quality of life, you make memories, you will not be putting it all for, oh, when my children, I will not be controlling. No. So as a mother to a boy, I will make sure that I am content. I do everything within my power to have a good life. And as my son grows up, I will show him what it is to be a good boy, a good man. And future, by God's grace, he will get married. He will start his own family. So how will I be poaching into his family? If I'm happy with where I am? If I'm happy with what I have, who will see me there? Like you said, I'm not going to be doing a mugo 6 months, 1 year. Who has tolerate? You give birth, you give birth. If I come 1 month, maximum 2 months, I don't pack my car, I don't go. I'm going to
Simple.
go and live my life.
Simple. Who has time to come and sit down and be doing
You'll be
nanny
planning your
indefinitely?
retirement. Plan your
Hmm.
retirement from when you start working. Oh, if where are you going to retire? People don't. We are busy doing other things than planning for our future. Save money, save in your retirement. Plan yourself. Oh, this is where I want to be. Oh, this is where I want to live. Like me now, I already know where I want to retire. I'm already working towards it. Nobody. I'm not going to stay in this kind of like, oh, come and finish me. Oh.
Is it
I'm going
not Colombia? Where's that place you
to
told me you
be.
wanted to
Come and
go?
join the vision.
Is it not Colombia you told me me
Yes,
at
now it's
Tiago?
Colombia now.
It's Colombia you said Abby. Where is that place you say you want to go?
South America, Colombia now, Cartagena,
Me, Colombia.
and to be.
Thank you
You'll be
very
eating
much.
fresh fish,
Thank you.
platacones,
Thank
plantain,
you.
avocado,
If I
fresh.
carry my bag from the UK, I've no I'm not going forward, I'm going backwards.
Auntie
Niger
B, see
is
Auntie B, Auntie B, Auntie B, I won't lie to you. Until you go there, you won't understand what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying.
Hmm.
Auntie B, Nigeria and Colombia, they're similar. The only thing
I
that
don't
Colombia,
have any family in Colombia. All my
you
family are in
create
Nigeria.
family, Auntie
No,
B.
I'm too yeah, man. Create family. Colombia, Bibawo, Bumi. I'm not doing Colombia. Eshe. Thank you
Auntie
very
B, you
much.
create family.
Hmm.
It's
Nigeria
the
is
same
my
thing.
country. I'm
There's
going back.
lights, the road system is good,
Don't
everything
worry.
is Auntie B, okay. Oh.
We'll
Cause
be okay like
try
that.
okay, go and try and see if you can just travel there for vacation and see it
If I
for
even hear the name Colombia, I am inja.
nothing there. Auntie B, don't let all those movie and all those tales tell you it's
Ah,
a lie.
I want Pablo.
And Auntie B, seriously, it's like when people are saying Nigeria is dangerous, but me and you know how it is. So that's how it is verbatim with
So you're
Colombia.
even marketing Colombia now,
I
Bumi.
want to be. I lived there for 2 years. I'm telling you. And
Eh?
in 2 years, I traveled to. I think I traveled to like eight states or nine. I
Ah,
traveled within Colombia.
okay. Good
And to
luck to you
be.
and Colombia, my
And
dear.
I've gone back after I moved. I've gone back 3 times.
All the best to you and Colombia, Bumi. Bumiko, I'm not involved. I'm not interested. Okay? Thank you very much, my darling. I appreciate you. Somebody said that it's good to be adventurous. For where all my adventure I'm doing now, I'm doing it now. When I'm 70 years old, that's when I will start adventure. That's called retirement. I will retire and go back to my home country, where I will be able to enjoy fresh air and sunny weather 365 days a year. Colombia ni. Mexico ni. It's not only Colombia, it's Mexico I will go. Eshe, thank you very much. Anyway, Bumi, you and your Colombia, you will go alone, not me and you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys for today. Yeah, we should. They say if you know better, you do better. See, brothers, I'm begging you. We are begging you. Please try to keep your hands to yourself. We say no to any kind of abuse. If it was this young lady that slapped her husband, the husband will not be saying, is it ordinary slap? The whole village will hear about it. You see, we allow men, our brothers, to get away with too much. Why the burden of, receiving all that abuse and, smiling rest on the women is not acceptable. If you are a wife beater, stay in Nigeria where there's no police to call. But once you cross, you want to come and enjoy pants and styling. Oh, you go collect. You go collect. So yeah, it's not acceptable for mother-in-laws. Please, mother-in-laws. Yeah, I know it's not easy, but try. Leave your son alone. Let the wife enjoy her husband. He's your son. You have your own man or your own husband. You are not in the marriage. Marriage is between two people, not three people. I know it's hard for you, but whether you like it or not, your son is now tied to another human being. And for the young lady that sent in her issue with the mother-in-law, I pray that you're able to navigate it. I don't want your husband to have a criminal record, but as a physician, he should have known that coming to the UK, he cannot do that nonsense that he was doing in Nigeria to be beating his wife in the UK. Oh, Leshe, you can't do it. Even if you go and pick woman from inside the hamlets in Nigeria or anywhere in Africa, they know that the police in this part of the world, they know their work. They know 999, they know 911. So don't do it. Why do you want to ruin your career just because you cannot control yourself? You see, yeah, we need to talk more. Ola, I'm talking to you now, man of president. I'm ending. If you're catching this later, we need to talk more about conflict resolution. What tools do people need to resolve conflict? It's inability to manage emotions, especially when there's arguments and disagreement that leads to all this. They cannot control themselves. You said this to me. Emilio Basoro, no. You need to be able to regulate your emotions. And hitting somebody is not acceptable at all. If you come to the abroad, you want to do that, you go sleep there. You go sleep there. Don't do it. Then you would have thrown your career away. There's nothing in the abroad they do that they don't do criminal record check. Domestic violence is top on that list. It's top on it. They will put your name there. And then when your employees start doing searches, your name will come up. And then, Igbo, the way they do their things, they won't feel no sorrow. They will not tell you that, no, they will just decline you. You may have passed the interview, they've collected references, they've done everything. They will just tell you that, unfortunately, the position cannot be offered to you. You will not know. It's because your DBS was not clean. Your criminal record has a lot of things there. Do you know that most of the jobs now, they do criminal record check? It's not only you are in healthcare or social care alone. Even banks do criminal record checks. So why do you want to spoil your record? Walk away. Have self-control. Just walk away. Walk away. That's what I'm teaching my sons, that if you're angry, just open the door and walk away. Just walk. Take a walk. By the time you come back, the situation that would have escalated has calmed down. Everybody would have calmed down. Learn to walk away. Don't put your hands on another person. It's not acceptable. Don't put your hands on your spouse, whether you're a man or a woman. Don't put your hands on your children. I hear that a lot of the people that came with the COS, how they are losing children to social services because of all these things. People will learn. People will learn. Don't do that. It's not allowed. And don't say, it's because you are in the UK. Yeah, you are in the UK. You are enjoying the benefit of the UK. You are enjoying the benefit of America. You are enjoying the benefit of the diaspora. The Oyibo people put the laws there for their people. So if you toba shema you go collect. You go collect. Oh, if you like, go marry from Africa. If you like, marry from here. I don't care where you marry from. If you break the law, you will pay the price. So what you need to ask yourself is it worth it? Am I going to lose my license? I went to medical school for how many years? 7 years. In Nigeria, I think it's about 7 years to train as a doctor. Only for you to lose it because of what? You know how many Nigerian doctors have been deregistered? We did a show about it here because of all this behavior. It's always about domestic behavior. Some of them even carry it into their practice. They'll start toasting their patients. Start asking their patients, some sleep with their patients. And then the day you say you're not doing anymore, the Igbo girl will turn around and say, yes, it's by force. You use your position. They will make a complaint about you. That's where you start, your career is over. That's when you will know that what did they buy man, the sweet man. May the Lord help us. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm back on Sunday. I'm back on Sunday, and we're gonna have a really good time on Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. We are looking for, let me see. Some people are still not like the video. We are still looking for about let me see how many there is remaining now. Hey, okay, we're looking for 16 now. We've got 2 subscribers. We are looking for 16 subscribers to get to 97,000. If you are watching this on playback, please subscribe. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Honestly, I know some of you think that I have something against men. I'm a mother of boys. I don't have nothing against men. I love my brothers. I love my sons. But we just want to do better. Let's do better. Okay? They say if you know better, you do better. It's in there. Thank you so much for that super chat. Really appreciate you, my love. God will bless and reward you. Thank you. But Ben, you people should be doing show and teaching your brothers how to manage their anger, how to manage conflict. Oh, why important. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye.